So for part 2 of the filling, we need to remove this white peg to start off with. So we'll just take this off. And at the base of this white peg, there's a black ring. If you push that in with 2 fingers, you can slide the peg out towards you. That's a transportation peg. So you'll never need to use that again unless you're transporting the machine with water in. Whatever you do, don't use the machine with this plugged in. So for the filling, we're going to connect the filling pipe and funnel into the water in socket, and we're just going to pour water through the funnel until it comes out the water overflow. So maybe get a glass or a cup or something to get the water. When it does start coming out the overflow, give it like 10-15 seconds to pour out the overflow so it's a nice and smooth flow of water coming out. And then we know we've got rid of any air and stuff in the tank. And when we're done, we'll go to the next part. Okay, so I think I've got to about 6 litres. We're looking for 6.5 litres. The water will come out of the overflow there when it's full. So we'll just carry on and hopefully we're almost there. There we go, it starts to come out the overflow there. So we'll just keep going with a little bit more water, just till we get a bit of a smooth flow going and push any air out that might be in the tank. Oh, obviously we've got the hand pieces on the floor, so they filled with water as well, so there'll be no air in them. There we go, we've got the nice smooth flow coming there, so I'm happy that's full. So we can just stop the filling and just pop out the filling pipe here. And there we go. That's a full machine. Okay, so now we just put the handpiece holders on the side. 2 screws go through each holder and hold it on the side. The rounded one is for your YAG and your carbon facials, etc. And the one on the other side is your IPL one, which is for obviously IPL or SHR. On the back of the machine, we have the interlock connector, which needs to go in there. The machine won't work unless you've got that inserted. Some places it's a regulation that you have to have an interlock inserted. Now the interlock, if you was to extend that red wire, connect it to a sensor on your door, if someone opens your door, then the machine will cut out or stop firing. Most people prefer to lock the door, which makes sense. So a lot of people don't use it, but the function's there. So next we need to insert the foot switch. So I have the foot switch here. So we'll just insert that into there. And then the power cable, this is a particularly short one. We'll just connect the power cable into there and plug it into the mains, and then we'll start the next part of the video. So onto the front of the machine, we'll just plug the keys in there and release the emergency stop key. Emergency stop, obviously you press it down. If you want the machine to come back on, you twist it to the right. Sometimes during transport that pushes down, so don't be alarmed if it don't come on straight away when you turn your key. Just always turn that to the right. The hoses are on here, it's very hard to show here, are extra large hoses, so you can get to all areas of the body really easily. So what we'll do is we'll just turn the machine on with the key, and you can see at the moment it comes up with somebody's logo. We'll just tap the screen anywhere, and then we all have the options of IPL, YAG and SHR. Now for the setup process, I always ask people to do this: tap the SHR and tap the play key here. Now we're listening for a click inside the machine. That made the click and the handpiece lit up, so we can press the stop key. If we press the back return key, we'll go to YAG and we'll just press the play key. That also made the click, that's perfect. Press the stop key and then we can just go out of there and go into IPL. You've got hair removal, skin rejuvenation, pigmentation and wrinkle removal. It's on hair removal, but we'll just press the play, and that made the click as well, which is perfect. So we can press the stop key. So now we know it's filled, the handpiece holders are on, the interlock's connected, everything's working correctly. The next stage is just to put the settings in, which is probably going to take you longer than what this took. But once the settings are in, they're in, and you don't really need to change them, only slightly. So, okay, so we'll just leave it at that for now, and then we'll come back to the actual programming shortly.